A new era for EMG is upon us. The value of surface EMG measurements within the bodybuilding, strength and conditioning space is measured in an exercise's total muscle activation activity. This is not well known. Surface EMG research has shown that peak muscle activation alone does not indicate an exercise or movement will create hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is complex and requires many contributing factors to come together. For a weight training exercise to contribute to hypertrophy, Eric Janicki states it must provide 1. Acute stimulus. Ensure that the exercise is targeting the desired muscle group. 2. Adequate stimulus. You're providing enough load tension to induce hypertrophy. 3. High stimulus fatigue ratio. The exercise performed should drive high amounts of stimulus as compared to the amount of fatigue injury risk. 4. Time under tension. Maximizing time under tension within reason, especially on the eccentric stretched phase, will increase hypertrophy. 5. Maximizing range of motion. Increasing range of motion will maximize motor recruitment and increase mechanical tension without having to increase the weight. Knowing this, for surface EMG to be helpful in bodybuilding, strength and conditioning, one must measure the concentric, eccentric and isometric activity of an exercise combined, and not peak activation alone. Earlier EMG devices were not fit for use within a gym environment. Testing weight training movements was complicated due to the electrode cables and limitations of the software. This significantly impacted the perceived value of surface EMG within this space and gave it a bad rap. Recent technological advancements have opened a new world for surface EMG. We can now test total muscle activation levels during weight training movements. We can now learn how different exercises affect muscle total activation levels and compare exercises against one another. My personal research investigations into weight training movements using Mr. EMG have shown that exercises that follow these recommended steps for hypertrophy have higher total activation activity levels than less effective exercises that produce high peak activation alone. Like all science, the work done by many before improves our understanding and sets the platform for new learnings. Much research is still to be done to fully understand the benefits and limitations of surface EMG within the weight training space. We will never know what these are unless we challenge ourselves and our knowledge and collaborate.